Okay, this video is to help you with our lesson today and to really help you explain some of the key words. So when we're looking at where our food comes from and be able to explain what food people eat around the world, it's important to look at people's diets. So when we're talking about staple food, we're talking about one particular food that people eat in quantities. All the staple foods in the around the world are actually plants. They're a plant crop, not meat, as some people might think. So we're thinking about the most stable produce of food, and that's what a stable food is. So if we look at a map of the world, this is a thematic map. How do I know it's a thematic map? Because it's got locations, it's got the continents, but we wouldn't use it to help you find a map. We're helping us to look at the types of food staple we've got. It's still got all the aspects of bolts, except the title, which I'm sort of telling you now, but it's got our scale, it's got orientation, it's got a legend, and it's got a border. So anyway, back to what a food staple is. You've got a list here, as you can see in the key at the bottom here. And our list is wheat, rice, maize, cassava, sorghum, potato, millet, and plantain. So these are examples of food staples from around the world. Obviously, they differ from place to place, and in some countries, like this one here, there are two. Now, this is all to do with diet. So if we look at Australia, our food staple is wheat. Where do we find wheat? We find it, obviously, we use it to make flour. We use it to make, bread, pasta. So our staple food in Australia is wheat. Okay, if we compare it to the rest of the world, that's pretty typical. If we look at Asia, if we look at obviously Southeast Asia, the main source of food is rice. Hence, that's why we get rice farms. Okay, so that's an explanation of what staple foods are and some of the patterns that we can tell from that thematic map. So that's what staple diets are. If you're unsure of what maize is, another word for maize is corn. Now, corn is from South America originally, but it's spread to North America, like usage around the world. There are many different types of uses of maize. Maize is normally dried, as you can see. Some of that is dried, and then it's grinded down into a powder, which you can then use, such as flour. So that's what maize is. Okay, so in the lesson you're going to learn a bit more about some of the patterns and some of the explanations. So this video is to accompany the lesson, and you should be writing your Cornell notes about what a staple food is. Okay, cheers.